I heard this thing the other day and something clicked for me, and I really hope it does for you, and it has to do with purpose. So think about this. Nobody got sick or healthy overnight, so you won't find your purpose overnight either. And the reason why it clicked for me is because I always feel like this purpose that I'm looking for is something that I need to find inside of me. Like it's a mystery box I have to unlock. But the truth is, we have this idea that purpose is found through a breakthrough. Like one day you just wake up and everything clicks. But the reality is that that's not how transformation works. That's not how you discover your purpose. And I think the problem is because we say discover your purpose when ultimately it's something that you kind of have to build and create for yourself over time. Just like becoming healthy and fit, it takes time, and it's through habits and small choices that you make every single day. Discovering your purpose is the same thing. It's the result of the small, boring, non-negotiable habits that you avoid right now. Because right now you probably want to find your purpose, but when you look at your daily life, you probably try to escape that feeling by distracting yourself with social media, with TV, with bad friends, with food. You're trying to give yourself dopamine through cheap ways so that you forget about the fact that you don't know your bigger purpose, something that you actually care about, something that requires effort and is fulfilling, but takes time and dedication. There's a reason why habits are so popular. It's such a big topic in self-improvement is because it really is what takes you closer to a meaningful life. Because when you intentionally put habits into your life, the consistency of that reveals a new version of yourself, a new reality for yourself, a new possibility for yourself, because you'd have no idea what you're capable of if you don't start changing what you do. But you don't have to do this grand gesture where everything in your life changes, where you move countries, where you cut off everyone in your life, where you switch jobs. It's really the little things that matter. The version of you that you're chasing, that is purpose-driven, is built by the habits that you're currently avoiding. You know what you need to do. And as much as you try to tell me that you don't know what you want, you don't know what to do, you don't know what works, if you take the time to think about healthy habits that you know would be good for you, you are not doing them. And I know that because I'm someone that has so many healthy habits. I'm a professional athlete. I have so many projects on the side, and I still struggle. I still struggle doing some healthy habits. It's not easy, but I'm on this journey to trying to figure that out. That's what makes it so fun. My self-improvement journey is fun because I don't have the expectation that I need to be perfect. I have the expectation that no matter what I do, I don't give up. And I just tried to learn more about myself and to learn what works for me. It's normal that I don't have it all figured out because it takes time. It's a reward to have things figured out. It's a reward to have a purpose-driven life. But that starts with you trying things, committing to things, doing what's difficult, getting out of your comfort zone to see what feels aligned. I think one of the hardest things to do is to commit to something without knowing what the result will be. But just know that if you do commit, that already puts you closer to where you want to go, even if you make a mistake. Because at least if you make a mistake to committing to certain habits that you thought were going to be helpful for you, for example, you commit to the habit of posting on Twitter every single day about your business. And let's say you realize it's really not for you, you don't like writing, you prefer video style. You would have never known that if you wouldn't have tried that. Right now, you're probably stuck and self-sabotaging because you don't know what mode or what trajectory you need to commit to because you don't know what's going to work out. But you figure that out by failing, by trying things. And you know what? I am failing so many times right now on my YouTube channel and on things that I have tried, but it's just feedback. And also over time, I'm going to figure it out. And over time, I'm going to be successful. I'm in no rush. I'm living in alignment. I'm living as closely as possible to the highest version of myself. I'm doing my best. And I still have so many things I'm trying to change about my behaviors and my habits. But this is it. The journey is trying. The journey is self-exploration. It's making mistakes and picking yourself back up and trying again. So I'm living as the highest version of myself because I'm making mistakes, because I'm putting myself out there, because I don't give up when things are hard. Look, my channel is at the lowest it's ever been. My channel views kind of looks like how it did when I started 2 years ago. How depressing is that? But I know that I am getting better, because when I look at how I speak now versus how I started, it's not even comparable. I can see my growth. And sometimes I need to remind myself of my growth, because right now I want things in my life, but I forget to realize that I am in a such better place than where I used to be before. I need to remind myself that I need to be grateful to the progress I've made. I used to make $30,000 a year. That was really hard. That was really hard to live off that. And now I make 6 figures as a professional athlete, which is something that I've always wanted when I first started, because it just felt not really livable to have that wage. And still, I'm like, okay, I need more money because I want to build. I have so many projects, and I'm so excited, but I need money for that. And I'm beating myself up because I'm like, oh, I don't have enough money to invest in things. Like, I want to hire people to help me build this movement that I'm creating. And I have people that want to work for me, and I would like to have them on my team, but I just can't afford that right now. But I have to remember that right now I do have some people that I am hiring, because I have made more money and I'm able to do that. And I just need to be patient, because the money will come through my consistent actions. And then eventually I will be able to keep trying new things and keep exploring and just grow. Just keep growing. So basically what I'm getting at is, you're probably looking for a transformation right now. You want to become someone that is purpose-driven, that acts with intentionality, that has a vision, that is on track towards their goals. Like, you have this desire to change who you are. But transformation is not something that just happens overnight after a big moment or a breakthrough or an aha moment. It's the result of your daily actions. It's boring. It's small. It feels like you're not even going to make progress, but trust me, you are making progress if you put yourself out there with intention. The reason why people don't actually see the change is because they give up when they don't see results. I just made a video recently about how do you know if you should change what you're doing or keep going? And to me, that was a very important breakthrough in my life, because I wanted to know if what I was doing was keeping me on track towards my goals, or if I should just quit or do something else, like pivot. And when I break that down, it becomes very clear on how to behave in certain situations. So if you're struggling with that, I suggest you watch that. I'll link it right here, or I can also put it in the description. But most of the time, when you are intentional about what you do, you just got to keep going, because the results just haven't shown yet. But they are in the making. It's like when you plant a seed, you're not going to see it grow right away, but there's things happening in the soil. You have to trust that. And the reason why people don't see the results is because they quit. They quit because it's boring and you don't see anything. And you're like, is this worth it? But it is. Just like exercise. You might start exercising and feel like it's not worth it because you don't see the results after a week. It takes time to see results when you exercise. My body composition has changed so much from when I first started going to the gym in 2015. I went to the gym in 2015 and my body has slowly changed year after year, and it's become the healthiest, fittest, most lean version right now after over 10 years. And when I started, I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to reach this goal in 1 year. No, I just knew that I was going to exercise for life anyway. So there was no rush. You're going to be successful. And there's no rush in being successful, because you know what? The journey is what matters anyways. You need to be enjoying the process of self-discovery, of trying new things. Like, you need to realize that the reward is in your day to day. Your reward is not the big moment. It's how you feel on a single day, moving with intentionality. And you know what? You might be looking for your purpose, but your purpose, you have one right now, is to figure out your purpose, is to figure out what you want, is to figure out what you're meant to become. That is your current purpose. So every day you should have purpose already, because you want to live your life as healthy as possible and grow as a person, and you know what those habits are. There are tons of information out there. If you want to know different styles on how to schedule your day, how to choose the perfect morning routine, that's up to you to explore. But start taking some personal accountability and do things for yourself. Most of what I figured out what works in my life is not from other people saying things. It's from me trying something, maybe from hearing something. But over time, making it my own. So I remember like I journal so much, and I remember seeing a video about someone how they organize their journals, and I used that concept to start doing my journaling. But now the way I go about it, it's funny because it came from what they showed me a few years ago, but over time it became my own thing because I figured out what worked for me. So you need to stop relying on all these other gurus, relying on me, relying on other people all the time to figure out what you need to become, because that's just distraction. You need to use those moments of inspiration to get started, but to keep going, trust yourself, because you're so much wiser and knowledgeable than you think. And trust me, you have consumed so much content and you have so much knowledge already that you know what to do. You just are too scared to do it. And you combat that fear by either consuming more self-improvement content or distracting yourself with TV, social media, whatever. Take personal responsibility of your life. Commit to those daily actions. Understand that everything you do matters. Everything you do. What you put out there is so precious, and you being here is already a gift. So use that wisely. How do you want to show up to the world? How do you want to live your life to the fullest? You want to live your life to the fullest by choosing with intention what you do, not by reacting, not by default, not by autopilot. That sucks. Who would want to live their whole life to realize, wow, I really didn't live it at all? If you want to fully live your life, it's by being aware and choosing how you want to spend your time. So you just need the reps. You need to master imperfect action. Look at my YouTube video. Is it perfect? No. But you know what? With time, I'm going to attract the right people. I'm going to attract momentum, and I'm going to attract money. And over time, I'm going to have more production value with my video. But right now, that's not the point. I need the reps. So I'm going to show up imperfectly. I hope that me showing up inspires you, because I'm just like you. I'm not here to say that I have all the answers, I have everything figured out. I'm here to show you that I'm also trying to figure it out, and this is how I'm going about it. It's chaotic, it's confusing, it's not perfect, but it is something that I choose to do, and it's aligning with where I want to go, and that's all that matters. So go on with your life and, embrace this. Embrace how fun this is, that you get to explore and you have that privilege that you can do whatever you want with your time. We're in such good times right now. So yeah, live this gift that you were given to be here. And I know you're meant for more because you're still listening to my video. Trust that little voice inside of you that knows that you need to do things differently. You got it, okay? And my goal is to make you built different. This is what my community is for. And if you want to check it out, it's the first link in my description. This is where like-minded people it's a community where we support each other and encourage ourselves through our personal growth. And so I hope I see you there. But if not, no worries. I will see you very, very soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Mwah.